Good evening, Western Washington. I'm Matthew Fab with Western Washington Weather. Hope everyone had a nice Saturday today. We're going to talk about the next few days' forecast, including a pattern change that's going to bring some cooler temperatures and some potential drizzle to the area over the next few days. That's what we're going to look at in this video. But let's start here with the satellite imagery. You can see the Bear Gulch fire is still burning here on the Olympic Peninsula. It has been spreading some smoke north and east, bringing some degraded air quality to a point for some areas. You can see low clouds burning off as we go to the afternoon here, and then you can see some areas of low clouds lingering, along with a lot of thunderstorms over some parts of the inland northwest. They're going out toward the plains. So taking a look here at our overall pattern here, this is the European model upper air pattern. You can see a little bit of ridging there this weekend, keeping us partly sunny, but then see all this troughing moving in here over the next few days. You can see that this is what's going to be bringing us a cooler pattern all the way through Wednesday. This is a system we're going to need to watch on Wednesday in terms of bringing some potential rain. And then you can see as we go into the end of next week, we're going to start to warm up again with this pretty nice ridge building in the area here. This is a little bit uncertain as we go into the week after next as to what this brings, how hot it may get, but it's definitely something we're going to need to watch. But the moral here is that it is going to be cooler for the next few days, and then we're going to start to warm up again. So taking a look at precipitation type, you can see we have some ridging offshore, keeping us mostly dry. But then as we go into Sunday, we have a few showers on the coast. And then going into Monday, a little bit of shower activity for some of the coast and the mountains. Same thing there, you can kind of see on Tuesday, bringing a little bit of shower activity into the area there. But then take a look at Wednesday, and you have an actual system move through, bringing rain to the area. Our first significant rainfall in months. And then you can see that that rain continues at times through Thursday before we dry out. And then we just have a few mountain showers, and then by the time we get into next week, we are completely dry. So taking a look with that system on Wednesday, looks like there may be a slight chance of some thunderstorms for parts of the area, so that's something we're going to have to watch. And then if we take a look at precipitation, you can see that that system will bring a decent amount of rain for August. You can see totals potentially between a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch for the lowlands, maybe over that for the coast. But you can see it is a little bit spotty, and we'll have to kind of watch this over the next few days to see how it trends and if we get a better prediction of what exactly this will bring. So definitely stay tuned for more on that. Now taking a look at high temperatures, you can see Sunday on the National Blend of Models high resolution forecast, you're looking at highs in the mid-70s for most of Western Washington, at mid-60s on the coast. Same thing on Monday, and then Tuesday we warm up a little bit, mid to upper 70s for most of the area. You can see Wednesday we cool back down with that system moving through. I'd expect highs in the upper 60s to mid-70s. We may not even reach 70 degrees for some areas with that system moving through. Same thing there on Thursday, upper 60s to maybe the mid-70s for the lowlands. And then as we go into Friday, we start to warm up a little bit more with those highs into the mid to upper 70s for areas south of Seattle. And then as we go into next weekend, that ridge starts building, and we will likely start warming up back into the 80s. So now I just wanted to point this out. This is Watch Duty. It's a great website and app to monitor fires. And obviously we have the Bear Gulch fire here that's been burning on the Olympic Peninsula. But take a look at all of these new lightning-related fire starts across all of North Washington here. The North Central Mountains here, North Cascades, and then the mountains of Northeast Washington. And just a ton of new fire starts. And a lot of these may not last for very long, but some of them that do, especially here in the North Cascades, can blow a lot of smoke into the Puget Sound metro areas if they get going later in the season. So it's definitely something we have to watch. And then if we zoom back in here to the Bear Gulch fire, you can see it's up to 4,500 acres there on the north shore of Lake Cushman, and now burning up into some canyons there. And you can see based on all these heat signatures that this thing is really just continuing to grow. Just a few days ago, this was around 1,500 acres, and now we're at 4,500. So it has really been growing quite a bit over these last few days, and there's nothing stopping it at this point. We'll have to see how it responds to that rain coming in on Wednesday, but after that it gets dry again and it will likely continue to burn. So then taking a look at smoke, most of it caused by the Bear Gulch fire there. You can see smoke aloft. There's going to be some across the area as we go into tonight and tomorrow. You can see as we go through the day tomorrow, the fire kicks off some more smoke, and there's some smoke off a fire on Vancouver Island there. And that will bring some hazy skies to the area on Monday if we have no clouds. You can see light smoke at times there. And then taking a look at near-surface smoke, you can see some near-surface smoke kicking out of western Washington toward parts of eastern Washington as we go into tonight and then into tomorrow. Some of that lingers in some of the mountains and parts of eastern Washington. Then you can see a bit more surface smoke tomorrow evening, Sunday evening there, briefly across parts of the Puget Sound area and the Hood Canal region there, and some of that remains in the mountains as we go into Monday morning, but overall not too impactful in terms of current surface smoke. Taking a look at the purple air map for air quality here, you can see that area of eastern Washington where it's pretty smoky, air quality in the unhealthy for sensitive groups category near Ellensburg and Yakima, and then you can see that little bit of surface smoke moving through parts of Puget Sound. You can see mainly between Federal Way and Seattle there, you're getting that area of potentially some moderate to unhealthy for sensitive groups air quality. You may get a little bit of smoke smell in some of those areas as well. See, we zoom in there to SeaTac. You can see SeaTac, White Center, Burien, some of those areas out toward Olalla and stuff like that over here near Port Orchard in the 60 to 90 air quality range as some of that surface smoke pushes off to the east. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I'll continue to do more updates as we go and get closer toward this potential rain as we look toward Wednesday there, and as we continue to watch the Bear Gulch fire and all that smoke across the region. Be sure to subscribe here to Western Washington Weather on YouTube. Follow me on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. The links to all of those and the purple air map are in the description below. So thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.